today's video.
The last time we were here, there was a pterodactyl sighting.
What's up, DisLyfe family? We are here at Hollywood Studios to give you our favorite 8 must-eat foods. This list is in no particular order. Our first stop on our list is going to be ABC Commissary. First up is one of my favorites. It's the buffalo chicken grilled cheese sandwich. This sandwich has 4 different cheeses, buffalo sauce, and chicken layered between 2 pieces of sourdough bread. They did give me a little cup of buffalo sauce on the side that we can add to it because I thought it was more orange back in the days. And I thought the bread was thicker. I'm gonna go on and throw some of this extra buffalo sauce on here. This is how I like my buffalo chicken grilled cheese to look, like this. Extra wet. Now the buffalo chicken, it does taste like it came from a can, but it doesn't taste bad. But it is canned chicken. I know it's canned chicken. This is definitely one of my go-tos when I come here. I love it. It's really not that expensive. It comes with your choice of sides. So of course I end up getting the French fries. Here's a quick hack. Take your fry and dip it in the buffalo sauce. There's nothing really special about the fries. They're just regular steak fries. This is something that's simple, satisfying, and I like it.
Ray and Brooklyn are real huge fans of the buffalo chicken grilled cheese sandwich. I, on the other hand, love the shrimp tacos. The shrimp tacos do come with 2 tacos. I want to read to you what comes on here because that's way too much to remember. This is sauteed shrimp on flour tortillas, topped with cabbage slaw, chipotle mayonnaise, and mango salsa, served with Mexican rice and pork black beans, topped with queso fresco. So if you don't eat pork, you can't have these black beans. Ray's gonna eat the black beans. I'm gonna eat the rest of it. The chipotle mayonnaise is spread over the shrimp with the cabbage. They gave me a lemon wedge to squeeze on here. Last time I squeezed way too much lemon on here, so I'm gonna bring it from way up top. These are really plump shrimp. And it's always that way. I never get baby shrimp when I've gotten the shrimp tacos. I'm gonna try to take a bite with all of the ingredients together. I already know how this tastes. This is my go-to eats here at Hollywood Studios. Whoa, I just tried to take a bite, and as you can see, the shrimp just slipped right out of it. So slippage factor is at an all-time high. So now, instead of having all of those shrimp, this is what's left. Here's all my ingredients. I'm gonna reconstruct my taco. Get in there, shrimp, get in there. Attempt number 2. The shrimp are nice and juicy, just like I like them. The chipotle mayonnaise adds a little bit of a tanginess to it. The cabbage also adds somewhat of a crunch. These shrimp tacos are a must. If you're inquiring about the rice, it's nice and fluffy. If you've had these before, let us know what you thought about them. These are delicious.
I get to eat the beans. These beans are probably one of my favorite beans at Disney. They slow cook them and they're nice and thick. Look at this. These black beans are cooked with pork juices. So you don't get pork pieces in it. They just use a pork brine to make the beans, and that's why they're so flavorful. They did throw some cheese crumbles on top. Like right now, my mouth is watering. They are so savory and creamy at the same time. Oh my gosh, they're so good. This looks like a tomato-based rice because it has that red color to it. And I do see peas, and peas are not my favorite vegetable, but they're not bad. They're just not my favorite. All right, so let's try the rice. Take the rice, you mix it with the beans. So then you have rice and beans. Now the beans are already good by itself, but the beans mixed with the rice made the rice even taste better. The beans you can just eat solo, but put them together. Woo! So I've had the tacos before. I don't want to be greedy and eat June's little 2 tacos that it came with because I did just devour that grilled cheese. So I'm just gonna eat the rest of the beans because they are amazing. And I'm gonna let him eat the taco. Oh my gosh, I love their tacos too. Now I really just wanna take a bite because I forgot that they also added the mango salsa. The mango salsa is one of my favorites mixed with the chipotle. And I'm just like, babe, can I just have 1 shrimp? I'm just gonna eat 1 shrimp, that's it. So I'm gonna take a small bite. It just took me like 2 minutes to chew that shrimp because it was so fat and juicy. If I had to pick between the buffalo chicken sandwich or the shrimp tacos, I would go with the shrimp tacos.
That was pretty delicious. Our next stop is gonna be at the Backlot Express for another one of our must-eats here at Hollywood Studios. Let's go. We got the one and only Wookie Cookie, one of our favorites. We've been eating Wookie Cookies for a very, very long time. I will say this, it looks a little different than what we used to get when we first started buying these. It actually, you can tell the texture is different. they used to look a little bit more like two Little Debbies. Two Little Debbie oatmeal pies. This not so much. This thing is heavy too. There's 2 oatmeal cookies with some cream in the middle, and on top there's Chewbacca's chocolate sash. This almost kind of looks like a butter crunch cookie. This is enough for 2 people. I'm not gonna eat one of these by myself. I probably could. The last time we were here, there was a pterodactyl sighting. Let's just stop talking and get right into this. By looking at it, you think it's really, really sweet. It's not. The oatmeal cookie holding this together is different than what it used to be when we first made it. It tastes a lot different, but it's still oatmeal and cream. This just tastes like one advanced Little Debbie oatmeal pie. Backlot Express Wookie Cookie, you can't go wrong with it. You ever notice this? If you eat something regularly, it doesn't look as cool as when you eat it in slow motion. Let me give you an example. I'm gonna eat this regular. Now, I'm gonna eat it in slow motion.
I kind of get the texture of a blondie. It's kind of made like a blondie in my opinion. It's definitely shareable. The cream is really not that sweet. It is delicious. It's very crumbly, and that's how I know they changed the recipe on this cookie. Because it's not like that same cookie that was put together and stayed together. It's crumbly.
Next up, we're headed to a galaxy far, far away. We're headed to Batu East.
Oh, this is new. I got my Ronto Wrap. I love this Ronto Wrap. It is served on a nice soft pita bread. Look at this. Ooh, yeah. This Ronto Wrap is served on a warm pita bread with grilled pork sausage, roasted pork, peppercorn sauce, and a tangy slaw. They do have a breakfast one as well that has like eggs and stuff on it. Right now we're here for lunch, so I got the lunch one because of course the breakfast one wasn't available. So I did just take a bite. And I'm gonna tell you guys, no cap, it was a little dry. So I said, you know what, let me go ask for some extra sauce. And I thought maybe they were just gonna get some from the back. They already had sauce cups. You can actually ask for extra sauce. Let's scratch that first bite and redo. We rewound. Ask for an extra sauce, take a dip in it. It is delicious. It has a nice little tang to it. I'm really enjoying the coleslaw on this because the coleslaw is actually warm. And I know it sounds funny because coleslaw is usually served cold, but because it was put on 2 meats that were already hot, oh, they do have a vegetarian Ronto Wrap where you're gonna get pita bread with a bunch of veggies. If that's what floats your boat, you guys do have an option. So I'm gonna go sit in this corner and enjoy my Ronto Wrap. Yep, right here. I'm here at Toy Story Land where I came to Woody's Lunchbox to get their famous Tatos. This is nothing but a bowl of yumminess. We have potato barrels, we have some Frito chips on top, a special beef with chili and beans, with shredded cheese, sour cream, onions, and their specialty queso. All right, I'm getting ready to take this massive bite of everything on here. Everything. Let's take a bite. That bite was savory, crunchy. It had the soft texture from the cheese and the coolness from the sour cream and the freshness from the onions. Delicious. I also love the crunchiness from the Frito chips. However, if you don't hurry up and kind of eat it, it will start getting soggy. They also added shredded cheese, which I mentioned earlier, so it is already melted on here. So you do get like a little cheese pull to it. This is one of our favorite must-eats. Give it a try.
This doesn't look that appetizing, right? It is not aesthetically pleasing at all. Brooke says it looks like something that she has for school lunch. We didn't have tachos for school lunch. We had square pizzas. Let's give it a try. Did you mention that there was beans in here, right?
Yep.
Really? Frijoles? Frijoles rosa? This teleported me back to my childhood. This is actually delicious. And I don't know why, like, every time you get this, I don't really eat it. Maybe because it's hot and heavy. I can definitely see why this is one of Ray's must-eats, because it's amazing. You know what this tastes like? Tater tots and nachos. That's why they call them tachos. Tots, I can't say this, but tachos are satisfying, flavorful, and darn right delicious. So our next must-eat is Jack Jack's Num Num Cookie. Our first time having this was in California, right next to the Incredicoaster. I remember being on the ride and you just got that waft. Delicious cookie. We have it here at Hollywood Studios in Orlando. Voila. There was a nice amount of rich chocolate chips on top of the cookie. It's warm, and that is a must. For us, we have to eat this warm. This would pair perfectly with some cold milk, but we don't have cold milk. So what we're gonna have is some badger milk that have a raised bag, powdered badger milk. It's good protein, great. Can you please pass me your bag so we can enjoy this delicious cookie with some badger milk?
No.
Is this one of your favorites?
Yeah.
I'm gonna have her take the first bite, and then I'm gonna eat the rest. Good?
Crunchy.
So Brooke's first observation is that it's crunchy, and she says it's super crunchy. The outer layer of this cookie is crunchy, but in the middle, it gets soft. In that one bite, I had to have at least 42,000 chocolate chips in just that one bite. At least 43,000 chocolate chips. But yeah, it's a lot. This cookie is perfect. The chocolate chips are rich. There's not too much crunch on the top. It's just perfect in the middle. It's not undercooked.
Better than Gideon's cookie.
Brooklyn just said this is better than the Gideon's cookie.
What is it?
And you don't have to stand in line for 6 hours.
Sorry.
There's no virtual queue for this one either, is there? Jack Jack's Num Num Cookie is amazing, and this is definitely one of our must-eats.
Ooh, all right, I just broke him apart. And you can see how gooey the chocolate chips are in the middle. On a cookie, my favorite part is the outer layer. Like, this is the part, I love a crunchy cookie. This is a cookie that you have to eat while it's hot. Do not buy the cookie and take it back to your room. It does not taste the same. We've tried that before. Just the crunchy part on the outside is my favorite. I know my husband likes the middle part where it's more gooey because it's a very gooey chocolate chip cookie. Give me the hard crust. All right, guys, I went to Joffrey's. I got us a cup of milk. They didn't have fat-free. They did have low fat. Now we're gonna have the cookie. Milk and cookies. These two are best friends.
We're here at Hollywood Scoops, and I got the Mickey Brownie Sundae. You can just look at it and see why it's a must-eat. There's a brownie with chocolate chips in it, shaped like Mickey Mouse. I got vanilla ice cream. We have the whipped cream right here, and the cherry. Did I mention the hot fudge? And then there's sprinkles on top of the whipped cream. I'm gonna get into this because this is melting very fast, and so here we go. Normally, I would not give vanilla ice cream on its own. The vanilla ice cream and the chocolate sauce always go good together. The whipped cream adds a little bit more sweetness to it and a lot more deliciousness. And then there's the cherry that I never get to eat. Which one of you wants the cherry? The sprinkles really don't have a taste to it, but they do add some crunch. So let's taste the brownie by itself. It's not the best brownie in the world, but it's not the worst by far. But it is delicious with this. Let's get a spoonful with everything on it. Got some brownie, some ice cream, fudge, some whipped cream, and boom. Oh my God, this is so good. This is definitely a must-eat here at Hollywood Studios. You don't necessarily have to get vanilla. You can opt for another flavor. But to me, like I said, vanilla is perfect. It's the perfect balance between the chocolate, the brownie, the whipped cream. It's perfect. It balances everything out perfectly. All right, so Hollywood Scoops, thank you very much. That was delicious. Up next on our journey is the Trolley Car Cafe. I think you guys already know what our next must-eat is. Let's head on over there. This has been one of my absolute favorites. We used to get them from a different location on Sunset Boulevard. It has since moved. If you look, there's a moist carrot cake. It's sticky. When I lift my thumb, you can see there's carrot cake. In the middle is luscious cream cheese. As you can see, this is very simple, very delicious. I like simplicity. Now, this is called a carrot cake whoopie pie. When people say the word whoopie, I think of the Newlywed Game. I'm sure this isn't the same thing. Now this is called the carrot cake whoopie pie. It is formerly known as a carrot cake cookie. If we're visiting Hollywood Studios, we must get this. We don't leave without it. Look at my fingers. I don't know if you can see it, but there are little bits of carrots inside of the carrot cake. The cream cheese is very, very silky. It's very smooth. This is so good. There's not really that much to explain, except this is wonderful. One thing I will say is, for some people, this very well may be too sweet. For myself, it's borderline. I can't eat this whole thing by myself. If you have a sweet tooth, this will definitely take care of it because it's taking care of mine right now. This is amazing. Don't take my word for it. If you guys have had this before, you guys know what I'm talking about. But for those of you who haven't, this is a must. So good. All right, everyone, that's going to be a wrap for our 8 must-eats over here at Hollywood Studios. We had a great time. I am so full right now, Ray. We hope you guys had a great time following along with us on today's journey. Man, I'm telling you, if we missed anything that you consider a must-eat over at Hollywood Studios, let us know in the comments. The special thing about today is we got Brooke with us. Woo! Thank you all for hanging out with us today, and until next time, mwah, bye! We will talk to y'all later. Bye!